This matchup was so big that the state of Texas could barely hold it. 7'4" French phenom and #1 overall pick Victor Wembanyama of the San Antonio Spurs, making his NBA regular season debut, facing off against four-time All-Star, MVP candidate Luka Doncic of the Dallas Mavericks. I'm breaking down the biggest parts of this game in today's video. First though, welcome to the Half Court Report. My name is Troy. If you want some of the best NBA content that you're going to find on YouTube or anywhere else, like and subscribe so you're always the first to know when I drop a new video. I'm going to be with you the entire NBA season, and I'm putting out several videos a week. So in 4 preseason games, Victor Wembanyama averaged 19.3 points, 4.8 rebounds, an assist and a half, almost 3 blocks, about 3 turnovers, and looked like a monster out there. This was all in about 21 minutes a game. During that time, he shot over 50% from the floor, over 30% from 3, 85% from the line. So literally everyone was pumped to see how he was going to respond in his first NBA game that actually matters in the history books. Before I get into Vic's numbers, let's just set the stage a little bit. To be honest, until about midway through the fourth quarter, Vic wasn't super impressive. He was fouling a lot. His teammates were ignoring him in the post. There was a moment here and there, but overall pretty disappointing until the fourth quarter. That's when things changed. Spurs coach Greg Popovich, he not only put Wemby back in the game, but he made sure the Spurs looked for him, and the results were what NBA fans wanted to see. Whereas when earlier in the game he would roll to the hoop and his teammates just simply didn't throw him the ball, in the fourth quarter, it was different. He would catch lobs and drop them in. He drained a three-pointer. He caught a dunk in traffic. So his few minutes of play really made up for a pretty lackluster game by Wemby until that point. Wembanyama finished the game with 15 points on 6 of 9 shooting, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, 5 turnovers, and 5 fouls. He also had a 0 plus-minus number. So what do those numbers say? Well, I would like to see Wembanyama getting about double the shots that he got. He only got 9 shots in this game. Guys, he needs to be getting 15 to 20 shots per game, especially when he has such high shooting percentages. And of course, a lot of that was the Mavericks game plan, trying to keep the ball out of Wembanyama's hands. But again, it's only the first game. The Spurs have 81 more games to figure it out. And they were doing that because by the fourth quarter, when Wembanyama was getting touches, he was producing. We're also seeing some carryover to some issues that we saw with Wembanyama during the preseason. His rebounding is a lot lower than what I thought it would be, and his turnovers are a lot higher than I thought they would be. Continuing the trend from preseason, he's getting about twice as many turnovers as he is assists. And again, the guy is 7'4", so you're not expecting him to be John Stockton out there. But if he's going to get a couple of assists a game, I really don't want him to get more than 2 or 3 turnovers per game either. And then with the fouling, that is one thing that sometimes it takes big men a little more time to adjust to the NBA. But he is definitely going to have to watch his fouls because when he's in foul trouble, that means he's not going to be able to play as much. The Spurs would go on to lose the game 126 to 119. Afterwards, Wembanyama said, "It might have been frustrating, but always keeping my head up is good for my teammates. I can't show that frustration on the court. We learn every day." And as for Luka Legend, he was a magician out there like he usually is. At 24 years old, he's beginning his 6th NBA season. He had a triple-double, 33 points on 13 of 25 shooting, 13 rebounds, 10 assists, a couple of steals, 4 turnovers. But when you have the 10 assists to balance out those turnovers, not as big of a deal. His plus-minus number was +4. But I was also super impressed with 2 guys making their Mavericks debut. I'm talking about Grant Williams and Derek Lively II. First with Grant Williams. He came over from the Celtics this offseason, was a bench player for Boston, but he has been thrust into the starting lineup for the Mavericks. Quintessential 3-and-D guy. 4 of 8 from 3 this game, 17 points, 6 rebounds. Had a block in there. Really smart player, does the little things to win out there on the court. And then rookie Derek Lively II. He is a 7'1" big man out of Duke. He came off the bench to play 31 minutes, 7 for 8 from the field for 16 points and 10 rebounds. He was a plus 20 in his game minutes. That was the highest plus-minus number for anyone who stepped on the floor in this Mavericks and Spurs game. Then Kyrie, he didn't particularly shoot it well. He was 1 for 8 from 3, 10 for 24 overall. But he did have 22 points, 6 assists, and a steal. I think the chemistry between Kyrie and Luka is still continuing to develop, but nothing that I'm super concerned with at this point. Elsewhere for the Spurs, Jeremy Sohan was playing the point guard spot, that super-sized 6'9" point guard. 13 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 turnovers. He was a -10 in his 29 minutes of game action. And then Devin Vassell. Could he be the legit number 2 option one day for the Spurs? 9 for 17 from the field, hit a 3-pointer, 23 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, a couple of steals. And I was also pretty impressed with Trey Jones coming off the bench at that point guard spot. 16 points, 6 assists, 1 turnover. Very similar to his brother Tyus Jones. Really good assist to turnover ratio there. Guys, this was a super fun game. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on it, and if there are any other players or games you want me to cover, be sure to drop that in the comments below too. Since you've watched this far, be sure to like this video for the YouTube algorithm. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. We are trying to hit 20,000 subscribers, so I appreciate your support in helping me grow the channel. But yeah, it is just Wembanyama all the time, it seems like, in NBA media, and yours truly even made another video about Wembanyama, about how his NBA impact is affecting the Golden State Warriors and their dynasty. It's a pretty cool video. I'm getting lots of people in the comments ragging on me for one particular thing I have in this video, so make sure you check it out. Let me know what you think, and I will catch you next time on the Half Court Report.